Okay then, I'm back after a bit of a break, which I think I needed, to be honest with you. Yeah, things are happening. Are any of you... You're all staying put, aren't you? Good. My fucking mannequins have been moving around, and I don't like it. They're all where they're meant to be now, though. Although I tell you what, this isn't where it's meant to be. It's a few inches higher than it should be, specifically. Oh, come on, really? Really? The weapon rack is suddenly not working? Great, fine, whatever. You can go over here instead. There we go. Anyway, so, yeah. As you can see, I've kind of officially moved in now. I've got all my stuff. This is the big chest full of potions that I don't need right now. This is the big safe full of all my ridiculous... my absurdly large collection of gems and jewellery and treasure in general. Booty. And this is the chest full of all the ridiculous amount of arrows I've collected, including a few resist fire potions, which are completely useless, I've noticed, because they drain your stamina when you drink them. So, I need to watch out for that next time I make a bunch of potions. I've got a chest over here, with a few random bits and bobs in, including 14 torches. I was carrying 14 torches. The werewolf with night vision, carrying 14 torches around with him, I don't know. Anyway, so I've dumped all of this crap, essentially, and it might not seem like much, but it's actually made a huge difference with regards to my carrying capacity. You wouldn't think all these gemstones and things weigh much, but altogether, when you add them all up, they actually do. So, about 100 kilograms or whatever lighter than I was before. So anyway, yeah, I've set up the mannequins, which I've discovered are a little sinister, because every now and again when I come back into this house, they've moved. Or if I load up the save game, they've shifted about a bit, which is a little bit disconcerting, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, so I've dressed them up in some of the armour I had. The old companion's gear. Which makes me kind of sad to look at, but it's just not good enough anymore. Gotta get new armour like this stuff I'm wearing. Which I quite like. I do. I wish I had some better textures for it, but the aMidianBorn Dragonborn DLC package would cause Raven Rock Mine to CTD when I had it installed, so I had to uninstall it, unfortunately. So, but anyway, yeah, I've got the old trophy helmet, which doesn't seem to be meshing with the mannequin terrifically well. That old suit of ebony armour I picked up. This guy's just got a few odds and ends. We've got the SKAAL blade, Mace of Avar Stonesinger, and this is General Carius' gear. I wanted the SKAAL blade to be sat on here next to General Carius, because then I could have all the old Blood Moon relics sat on one thing together, but apparently the game's got other ideas, because this is broken. Never mind. Looks a bit dodgy the way it's sat in there anyway, but hey. Yeah, but the SKAAL blade was a weapon in Blood Moon, for those that didn't know. It wasn't a two-handed sword, though, back then. It was just a single-handed Nordic silver longsword that you got as a quest reward, but it was called the SKAAL blade, I believe. But anyway. Yeah, so. I think I've done a little bit of smithing. A little bit, not much. I've got some arrows. My best ones, basically. My Daedric ones, Dragon Steel, Dwarven, and Ebony. I smithed the Dwarven Shortbow up to Flawless. It now has fire damage. So that's cool. So yeah, generally speaking, that's all I've really done. I've just cleaned out the inventory of all the useless crap. And now I've only got mostly the stuff that's useful, so... yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. My potions have been whittled down to all my resist potions, a small handful of poisons for when I can actually remember to use them, and health and stamina. So, I considered dumping a lot of the resist potions, but I thought, you know what, you never know when you're going to run into a dragon. So it's staying here. Now, I will confess, viewers, that Raven Rock is actually famous for its ebony mines, not its salt mines. I was a little bit irate in the previous episode. I will concede that. I was just having a bit of a tough time dealing with the game. I think I've gotten a bit... Basically, I've gotten a bit blasé recently with the game. And it very much sort of stepped up, kicked me into the curb, and told me it deserved my respect. So, from now on, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more sensible. Which I wasn't really doing, to be fair. I was raging at the difficulty when, you know, this is not an easy expansion, really. It's not. I've got mods that make it harder, and to boot, I've not got a companion with me at the minute. I'm going solo, which is tough in Skyrim to go solo. You know, if you don't have, especially when you're a melee character like Claudius, you know, the easiest way to play the game, I feel, is probably to get a big beefy melee companion or two, go archer or ranged magic, and then just tank. You use them to tank, and then you dodge out of the way and do all the damage from behind. Whereas with Claudius, he tends to get up in people's faces and smack them about a bit, or at least try to, but then as a result, he gets smacked about a bit quite a lot himself. It doesn't help that we don't have anyone to back us up right now. Good old Greg and the Swamp Knight are both still back in Skyrim, and yeah, so basically, yeah, that's. I fully admit I was a bit irritated and irritable, and it's partly my own fault as well as the game's fault, and we're just going to move on and enjoy ourselves. So anyway, you may notice that things look a bit different because I now have the Imaginator installed again. They've released a version of the mod which does not have the save game bloat problem. It now functions via the MCM menu in the game, and I fucking love it, guys, I have to admit. It's so nice to have this installed again. Alongside the little FXAA injector thing I've got installed, it makes anti-LFX as well. It makes everything look fucking gorgeous. There's a bit... It's brought colour back into my Skyrim, which I really appreciate, because things were looking very brown and grey and horrible before. But now they look nice, I think. I don't know, some of you might not have noticed the difference at all, but I've definitely noticed the difference since I installed it again. And since I can't have an ENB, this is the next best thing. I like it. So, as far as the ENB thing goes, I've explained this before, but the way it goes is this. To use the recording software that I use, I cannot use an ENB with Skyrim because it crashes Skyrim on startup if you do. Basically, that's the long and the short of it. There's other software you can use, yes, like Fraps, for example, which allows you to play the game with an ENB and record at the same time. However, Fraps doesn't offer, and same with NVIDIA Shadow Play as well, because that's the other one people always suggest. Neither of them offer multiple channel audio recordings, which means I can record the microphone audio and the game audio separately from one another. Well, in Fraps' case, it locks my game at 30 frames per second while it's recording, which is not good at all. I like to be able to play in 60 frames per second, even if I'm filming at 30. So, yeah, that's basically the reason why, and the recording software I tend to use as a result, stuff like Bandicam, stuff like Morellis Action, stuff like DxTory, they all crash Skyrim if you try to use them with an ENB. So anyway, now, because people always ask, why don't you use X program or Y program, or why don't you use an ENB? That is the reason why. And apparently I have to remind people every now and again. And this fireplace has no chimney. That's not good. That's not good at all. What the hell? Designers? What's going on here? Oh dear, never mind. I'm pretty sure the houses in Morrowind had chimneys. Apparently the Dark Elves have forgotten how to make the damn things in the last 200 or so years. Oh yeah, the other thing is, there's a couple of corpses still lying around here, which I'm hoping will get removed at some point. I had rather assumed that when he told us, oh yes, you could move into the house now, it's all yours, he would have got rid of the corpses, but no, they're still here. So... yeah, that's a thing. We'll try and ignore that. So, time to head back out into the big wide world. And, let's see. Let's have our cloak back. Let's have our backpack on. And, oh yes, I enchanted my shield. It's now called Frost Ward because it gives me 15% resistance to frost. Which I believe, if we have a look at our magic, how are my resistances now? Oh, I'm hungry. Let's sort that out right away. Meat pie. Could have a bit more. Good lord. Fine, rabbit stew. There you go. Meat pie and rabbit stew. Sounds good to me. So, yeah, it's enchanted now. I need a better shield, really, but this one will do for now. And, it's... Can I just say, by the way, as a slight detour from what I'm about to say, can I just say I've actually decided, since I've been sat around here, off-camera, muddling around and getting things sorted inventory-wise and stuff, it is so nice to have a player home, finally. Even if it is out here in the arse end of nowhere in Solstheim. I really like it. Anyway, yeah, what I was going to say was, what the hell is my resist like? Oh, I need a drink as well. Fair enough. Resist frost. Right, we got resist fire 30%. Ooh, a 7% resistance to exposure now. After all this time we've been in Skyrim, that's not bad. Yes, fire resistance 30%, 15% frost resistance plus another 15% plus. But apparently we have 2 sets of that from Frost Ward, the shield. That's odd. Okay, well in theory we've got 30% frost resistance, but if it's what it's saying here is actually true, and I've got 2 sets here and it's just buggered itself up, I've actually got 45% frost resistance, which is pretty sweet. I'm liking that. I think, don't I have a pair of boots or something that resist frost, and maybe that's what's confusing it. Yeah, I got my gauntlets that do more one-handed damage. There we go. Right, okay. One of these 2 here is my boots, except it's confused itself, and it's saying that one of them's the shield, and it's saying that both of them's the shield. Restless Beast. Yep. Restore stamina. Okay. I think we're all good to go. I also got my shouts fortified as well. I should really be remembering to wear my Talos amulet. In addition to my Talos amulet on my backpack to get the most out of my shouts. Yeah. Before anyone causes a stink again in the role-playing department, I think being Dragonborn and having been using shouts and become, you know, kind of experienced with them and having sort of general affinity with the Thu'um, I'm fairly sure Claudius has figured out at some point that these Talos charms have an effect on his shouting abilities, and that's why he's carting them around, because he's a practical guy, and he figures if they have an effect on his shouts, then he better use them, because, you know, he needs every edge he can get. The fact that they are Talos amulets is rather inconvenient, but as long as he stuffs it down his, you know, tunic so no one can see it, then it's not such a big deal. And indeed, no one seems to have called him out on it so far. The Thalmor already want him dead anyway, so what's he got to lose? Yeah, so anyway, let's go. It's something o'clock in the morning, I believe. And, wow, yeah, see, look, you can already see now I've put the Imaginator back on again. Everything's so colourful. Look at that horizon. Much better. I mean, it's still brown, which I'm getting a bit sick of, to be fair, but it's not bad. What I'd really like is a retexture of all this ash to make it a bit look like it kind of does in most of the recent Morrowind graphic overhauls, where it's all dark and grey coloured, rather than this horrid brown. Anyway, that's by the by. What are we doing then? What are we doing? What we're doing is we're going to the SKAAL village because we're going to go say hello to Freya, who apparently is a recruitable person, I've been told by people. Because apparently she had some amusing dialogue with Neloth for that quest we did earlier, which is a shame we've missed out on, but I didn't realise she was a recruitable person. So we're going to go up to the SKAAL village and say hello. We've also got a couple of side quests to do around there anyway, because we want to go find these people who've gone missing, and I think we're kind of feeling a bit bad that we didn't actually do anything about it when we said we would. But in our defence, at the time, we were in a bit of a spin. You know, we'd just been teleported to the Temple of Mirak, and then charged all the way through it, then been to Apocrypha, then been thrust out into the wilderness again, then charged off to the north to try and kill a dragon so we could get a shout so we could free the SKAAL. I think we really had a bit much on our plate at the time, so and all we wanted to do was get back to Raven Rock in safety. So now, however, we've grounded ourselves a bit. We're ready to head out and get stuff done. I am not going to talk to what's his face, the SKAAL Shaman, because apparently talking to him about the secrets of the SKAAL will actually start the final quest of the DLC, the main quest in the DLC. I had my suspicions, but I'm still a little bit disappointed over just how short it is. But hey, whatever. I thought it'd be a bit longer than this, but I guess not. However, there's plenty of other stuff for us to do in the meantime, like killing this thing, for example. As long as my attacks can stop glitching out. Oh, could we do a bit more damage to it, please? Perhaps. That sound effect is really not good. Also, I'll have some green tea, because I forgot to drink something before we left. I'll have one of those, and I will have one of these, why not? And I will have... We should restore stamina. Finally, Christ. Noisy little thing. Ash hopper jelly restores health, eh? I need to keep an eye out for this stuff then. Big time. Bring me ash hoppers so I can make restore health potions. Oh, it's ash spawn. What is it fighting? It's fighting an ash hopper. In this clash of the titans, who shall win? Ash spawn immolator. I think the ash hopper's winning by the looks of things. Put it out of his misery. And you too. Very good. Flawless garnet. More useless gemstones to add to the collection. Why not? God, we're going to end up studying minerals. We're having a midlife crisis already, Claudius. So, we have covered this ground plenty of times before, but the game does like to spawn things in places you've already been, so... Which is a strength of this game, I hasten to add. It keeps things interesting. Gives you a reason to not fast travel. Hello, Netchies. God, they look so much cooler when you've messed around with the colours. Look at the bright blue glowing... Oh, I tell you, this game just looks so much better when it's got more colours in it. It really does. So yeah, what are we going to be doing then? I believe... Chief of Thirst. But someone told me this is supposed to be pronounced Bilgemuck. I don't know, but I'm reasonably sure that the Rickling chief told me it was Bilgemuck. He said Bilgemuck. Bilgemuck. That's how he pronounced it. Bilgemuck with a hard G. Probably not going to do that quest, though, to be fair. I can't think of a reason why Claudius would want to go looking around for some beast for a Reekling. New source of Starroom. Yeah, we need to go find Baldur Ironshaper. He's gone missing. One of the villagers, Dior, said he saw 2 elves dragging something through the woods on the day of Baldur's disappearance. They were heading southwest. Filial bonds, and we want to look for Wolf Wildblood's brother Torkild. Believes he may have become a werebear and warned me to keep an eye out for him. So, I'll tell you what, having a companion again is going to make things very awkward in the cross-country travel department. I've gotten used to be able to jump down cliffs and stuff like that. I can't remember, what does Scathecrod do? What does it actually do? Ravage health. Oh yeah, I remember. I've got 26 of the bloody stuff because evidently I've not found anything else that ravages health. What about trauma root? Weakness to shock. What a crap pair of ingredients. I'll have to sit down and mix them about a bit on, you know, manually, if you want to call it that. I think really, because I'm not going to find anything otherwise because they're just useless base. You know, what do you call it? Effects. Now, who the fuck are you? Someone else with fire magic. Lovely. I should have just got fire gear on all my stuff instead of frost. Random red guard. Which is a dead random red guard now. First a random red guard and then a random Nord earlier. Strange. Dragonhide unarmored robe. Value 2,000. Yes, please. Maybe we should pop in and say hello to Neloth again at some point. Probably should. Green grass, my word. I haven't seen anything green in so long. Oh, look at it, it's glorious. I wasn't kidding, by the way, when I said I miss Skyrim, as in the province. I really kind of do, actually. I do like this expansion for the most part, with its annoying little idiosyncrasies aside. I kind of miss Skyrim. I want to see Riverwood again. I miss Riverwood. And Whiterun, to an extent. And Falkreath. Falkreath, definitely. I really do miss Falkreath. I need to go back there and kill another stag. Have a big feast. That's what I'll do when I'll get back. Grab Greg, grab the Swamp Knight, and we'll have a big old feast at the inn in Falkreath. That's what we'll do. Hello. It's a bristleback. Hello, lunch. Well, that was cool. I wasn't expecting that, but well done, Claudius. What? No boar meat? I feel cheated. What's all this then? Store is barred from the other side. Fair enough. It's obviously a way out of somewhere then. Why is everything going slightly green? Are you feeling okay, Claudius? Ah, bear. I haven't seen one of you in a while. Arch nemesis. Oh, God. Oh, more of these guys. Right, let's see. This needs to be re-favorited for some reason. Alright, this is still going to be rubbish damage, I'm afraid, but that's better than nothing. And if my arrows could actually fly further than 6 feet, that'd be nice. I haven't used a bow in ages. I don't really know what to do with the damn thing. God, I can't hit a sodding thing. I'm just wasting health standing around here like this. I mean, that's the other thing about bows. They deplete your stamina like crazy. Oh my goodness. You know what? Just use this fire. More stamina, please. Such a weird noise when you hit them. It's like hitting solid rock or something. There you are, you little bastard. Oh god, don't tell me there's another one. Ugh. You cunts are so annoying. Ugh. Whose insane idea was it that we have a random bit of wildlife that can throw fireballs, for God's sake? Ah, I'm out of here. And fireballs that do a fair amount of damage as well. We're not talking just sort of like really little crappy fire attacks like the shulk beetles in Morrowind used to have. These guys do a serious... they pack a serious punch. Oh, god damn. My stamina's so low I can't actually dodge the fucking things as soon as I fired an arrow. Am I hitting this guy or not? There, finally, a hit. Sweet Jesus. Like, you know what? Come over here so I can hit you with my sword. Better yet. Now try and hit me with your fancy fireballs. You little cunt, come back here. God damn. How many health potions have I wasted on these arseholes now? Fucking hell. Who, what, where? Is it this one down the hill that wants me dead now? Guessing probably, Oh, you little bastard. Oh. Little shithead. Got it. Well, here comes an ash hopper. That I can deal with. Ash hunters that I hate. But you know what, if he just wants to sit there like an 11... quite welcome. Ha! Suck on that. Oh god, now what? The only thing that makes you assholes worthwhile is that you I actually get back some of my health potions from you in the form of your jelly. So, hello. Oh, those should not be there. Oh, hold my arrow back. Thanks very much. There's a couple of... This place really is not for the faint of heart, is it? Like, I'm on my way to attack one thing and I get ambushed by two others en route. And by en route, I mean within, like, 10 meters. Oh, God. Yeah, what are you guys doing back here? I cleared that place out. I disintegrated the stone thing. These lurkers. Ugh. You're disgusting, and I hate you. Give decent loot, though. Ooh. Health regenerates 20% faster. That's tempting. And I'll have that. What am I currently wearing? Stamina regenerates. It's probably more useful, to be honest with you. Tell you what. I should really hotkey all of these. Not that. This. 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 This and this. See, right now I can use the Necklace of Major Wielding because I'm not actually fighting anything that shoots fire at me. I'm fighting a thing that shoots slime at me instead. For a, you know, a bit of variety. Oh, my sword's out of charge. That sucks. Yeah, you assholes should be dead. But you're back. You're thinking of rebuilding this thing, were you? Sun flare added. Ah, now what does this do? I've forgotten. 104-point fire explosion centered on the caster. Hey, nice. Hang on a minute. Leader's telepathy allows you to command to follow all of your followers from a distance. Oh, that's part of the mod. And where's the other thing? Oh yeah, I have attack order and a different guard order, which I never ever use. Just forget they're there even when I've got companions following me around. We seem to have wandered into something. I wouldn't call it a storm, but a squall, perhaps. An ash squall. Anyway. Where is SKAAL Village? Somewhere to the north. Is that a deer? I think I've seen a deer around here in a while. It's been bugs and Lovecraftian eldritch horrors. Oh, what is this? Is this moss? I suppose it's supposed to be moss on the ground here. Yeah, it's a deer. By which I mean lunch. If you don't have any... It does have some venison on it. Thank Christ. And I will take some deer hide. I'm in the mood for some crafting. I want a better tent than the one I've got at the minute. Whoa. Okay. The Ricklings have been here then. Oh boy. Hello. It's a trap. Luckily, you little arseholes are the one thing on Soul Time that is actually fairly easy to deal with. God, that looked brutal. Yeah, the Reekling spears are they work as arrows. East Empire Company strongbox. Nope. I'm having a good day today. I don't want to go and ruin that by trying to open a strongbox. There's Mirak's temple. So we're heading the right way. And those are all the dragon skeletons. Mountain flowers! Oh my goodness! All the comforts of home. Is it worrying that I'm referring to Skyrim as home? Probably. Not that we don't miss Cyrodiil, but that's a bit of a distant memory at this point. Yeah, you guys aren't hostile, are you? You know, you're the Thirsk bunch. They want me to actually do stuff for them. Snowberries. Well, I guess, yeah, this is the two extremes you get in Solstheim, isn't it? Snowy wastes, or ashy wastes. Not a lot in between. And we've traded one sort of annoying enemy for another. Let's get our Medallion of Resist Frost on. Bloody hell. Can't even see you half the time. Die. Whoa, that's bright. Well, to be fair, snow tends to be on sunny days, but that's really something, isn't it? I wonder if I can mess with that a bit. Sunlight. Maybe if we reduce that a bit. Yeah, that's more reasonable. I can actually kind of see the snow. It's still pretty bright, especially when I'm not looking directly at it, but now it's, you know, not searingly bright. Oh god. Yeah, it's much better. Right, I will have me some Ice Wraith Essence. Because it's free and easy resist frost potions. Shelter here under this tree. Out of the blinding sun. I can hear banging, so I reckon I'm fairly close to the good old SKAAL village. Here we are. Okay, I took one of the least convenient routes, but it'll do. I probably shouldn't make my entrance by appearing on their roof. Let's go the other way. They might chase me off otherwise. Right. Hello again, SKAAL. Allow me to warm myself by your fires. I don't even know how cold we actually are. Not too cold. Good. Peckish. Not thirsty, not tired. Peckish, are we? Clam meat. Now we are full. I don't know how you're going to eat through that mask. Speaking of which, we ought to take off. Claudius. Feel completely warm. Jolly good. Actually, since we're out in the Great White North, let's put that on. Cook anything? Some charred meat, I guess. Whether I'd prefer the charred meat or just the raw venison. Salted meat I could do, though. Ah, no, there we go. Venison chops. Sweet. Preserved meat tastes very salty, increases thirst. Yeah, no, I think we want this instead, since we've got the meat hanging around to make it with. Nice. That's some more food. Times like that makes me kind of miss Hunterborn, but that mod was really more hassle than it was worth, to be honest with you. It was alright. It was alright, but once the novelty wore off, it just got in the way. So, hello. Freya, how you doing?
For many years now, I have attended to Storm, learning his ways.
For a shaman, you fight pretty well. Who trained
It
you?
was SKAAL the giant, our former chieftain, who taught me the ways of battle. He was a great bear of a man, and a fearsome warrior. I used to be terrified of him when I was a little girl. I was a restless and angry child, and SKAAL taught me swordplay, so that I could, as he used to say, put that fire to good use. He was a great man, and a good leader. I miss him dearly.
Well, we made a pretty good team. Why not join me for a while?
Join you? You mean leave the village to journey with you and fight at your side? Well, I'm flattered, but the village is my home. It's very rare for one of the SKAAL to leave, and I have responsibilities here.
You can trust me. I saved your life, remember?
You're right. I suppose the others can get by without me for a while. Very well. If you need my help, seek me out here in the village.
Awesome. Follow me, I need your help. We will not mention the secrets of the SKAAL just yet.
I am sorry, but my duty is to my people.
Oh, really? Fine.
I'll make her guide you.
Well, so much for that. I guess we're flying solo
I hope that Nicholas
for
will hear
a
your
protracted
words.
period. It's either that or we
in
pick
our
up that Dark Elf mercenary. I don't really like the idea of hiring mercenaries, but I guess we could. Well, let us have the hawker meat. That's jolly nice of him. Yeah, why not? Hawker loaf. Nice. Nom nom. Alright, now we're a little bit better equipped in the food department. Dior
The
woodcutter.
ash from the Red Mountain has made the land sick.
Yes, I wouldn't put it in quite those terms, but I kind of get what you mean.
I came here to study the history of Solstheim.
Wild blood.
I hope you will give me word if you find anything about my brother.
Yes. Why do you think your brother became a werebear?
He never felt the call of the All-Maker as I do. As we all should. We seek to live in peace with the land. But he had an eye for dominance and strength. For unnatural strength. You need look no further than the beasts of this island, mangled by the Daedra. It's not a fate I would wish on anyone, and not what I wanted for my brother.
If Nicholas leaves me now, I will be truly alone.
So, one of the other villagers, Dior, said he saw two elves dragging something through the woods on the day of Baldur's disappearance. They were heading southwest. Well, I may be forced to use the
I fear he will never return.
we may be forced to use the quest markers, but southwest, this way, a couple of elves dragged something off. Let's just wander around and see if we can find something. Southwest. Let's try and use our heads rather than the quest marker for once. That just leaves us back to inverted commas lake fielding. Part of me is curious to swim to the bottom of it and see if that ice tunnel cave thing is still there from Blood Moon, but no, I don't think I will. Because I don't want to freeze to death. Does this lead up to Mirak's temple? I think it might, you know. Could have been where he was dragged, to be fair. Hello, Snow Fox. Hello, stone thing. Beast stone. Oh yeah, this is the one that lets us summon a werebear or something, isn't it? Now we've got our sun flare thing instead, which I think is cooler, frankly. Temple of Mirak. Yeah, here we are. Keep an eye out for a SKAAL fellow, then.
Now through them does.
Oh, you're just a reaver.
And when the world shall listen.
Reaver. Hook, yeah, you're named. Interesting. Sir Kjorg. Here's something that might be worth trying. No. Oh well, it was worth a go. Thought maybe I could do it on one of them to try and release them from the spell, but I guess not.
That we might remember.
We never did come to this place via the steps, did we? Or at least not consciously.
By night we return. What by day was stolen.
Reaver Outlaw. Hello. Oslaf.
Far
Here's,
from ourselves.
Oh, that's not going to do the job. I'm a bit stumped. Fine, I give up. All the way over there? Bloody hell, alright then. This way. I have to admit, as broken and ridiculous as the directions for quests were in Morrowind, I at least appreciate the fact that they gave you some information to go on in character, you know? I don't necessarily want to get rid of quest markers. They're a great way of troubleshooting a quest if you're completely stumped. I like them from that perspective, but I do wish they gave you a little bit more to go on. So that you can, at least in theory... Ooh, look at the pretty ice. So that you can, at least in theory, have a go at the quest without using the quest markers. As a mandatory thing. You know? Even if it's something as simple as I'll mark the place on your map. If the NPC says that I'll mark the place on your map, then obviously a quest marker is totally legit, isn't it? Because they've marked it on your map, and there you go. But sometimes they don't even say that. They just say, oh, go to blah-de-blah cavern. And they don't tell you where it is or how to get there. They just say, go there. And then you have to use the quest marker to find out where the bloody place even is. Oh, sod. Look at this adorable little guard tower. There you are. Bloody hell, fire. Where the hell is that other thing coming from? Oh, there you are. Alright, where's the bristleback rider run off to? There was one here. What the hell? Okay. Whoa! Two emeralds, eh? Nice. Oh my god! No way. No fucking way. This is not what I think it is. Ooh. Begin to warm up. What? Oh, because of a steam vent. Seriously? That's pretty cool. Search Reclaim Hut. Ooh. Yes, I know I'm ignoring all the strong boxes. It's not like I need the fucking money, though, is it, really? I mean, I had like 30,000 last I checked, and a huge pile of treasure I could sell for more. I'll warm up here a bit. Like this I have to see. Oh, no. Weapons, charge, common. There we go. Is this it? Yeah, it's just this. Oh man. I really don't want to spoil it, to be honest with you, but if you've played Blood Moon, you'll know what this is. Cool. Well, anyway, I'm definitely not missing anything, am I? Oh, I was missing this. Okay. There we go. Bellows? No, thank you. Quicksilver? Yes. So, maybe a trapdoor down or something? Is it just me, or does this feel like it's the wrong way up? I mean, I know it's the wrong way up because the door's upside down, but I feel like the door's perhaps the wrong way around. But, I mean, all I'm saying is this here, this roof looks like the bottom of the boat, and yet why is there a door that close to the bottom of the boat? A door to the outside, I might add. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. Speaking of things that don't make any bloody sense. You guys just keep going. Not explored this bit of Solstheim yet. Hello, Skyrim. Soon we will be reunited. No, that's a barrow. I don't really want to go barrow crawling. That's the thing I always liked about dungeon crawling in Morrowind. It never really took that long. Most of the dungeons were quite small. Mostly because the dungeons in Morrowind just generally made sense. They weren't... There's two schools of thought, really, as far as dungeons are concerned in Elder Scrolls games. There's the guys who prefer the way Oblivion did it, where you just have these big-ass dungeons with no actual common-sense reason for them being there, other than to provide the player with a big old, half-hour dungeon crawl to slog through and get treasure. Even though they themselves had no real reason to be there, and much less didn't even make any sense, like those sprawling, gigantic dungeons underneath the Imperial forts, for example. And then there's guys like me who think that pretty much everything should make sense, even if that means that the dungeons themselves are incredibly small. Right, we've got Reeklings. You see, in Morrowind, for example, you had ancestral tombs. Not dissimilar to your barrows in this, but the thing was, the ancestral tombs were very small. There were barely maybe more than 2, 3, 4 rooms at most. You had a couple occasional ones which were very big, but beyond that, they were generally quite small. But the thing was, they didn't need to be any bigger because they were just there to house urns full of ashes of people belonging to that particular family. You know, they had a few worship trioliths in there, and maybe a few offerings left by previous mourners. But they weren't very big, because they didn't need to be big. There was no commonsensical reason for them to be big. And the same went for the original barrows in Blood Moon. Blood Moon had barrows as well, but they were very small affairs, much like the ancestral tombs, because they didn't need to be very big. Skyrim kind of strikes the balance. It has big dungeons. It has a lot of small ones, especially when it comes to things like caves. But it does have big dungeons, but on the other hand, the big dungeons generally tend to make at least a bit of sense. Like Bleak Falls Barrow, for example, which turns into Bleak Falls Temple because it was somewhere where the dragon guys were worshipped and stuff. So, boar meat, finally. You know. Where's my... Okay, my shield's invisible. Fine. Fine. There we go. More Quicksilver. Nice. I should remember that these are containers. What do we have here, then? Falb thoughts. It's the ancient Dwemer for foul farts, by the way. Tempting. Very tempting. Alright then. Let's have a little poke around. If I need to get out of the cold for a few minutes. My god, look at that, it's Dovahkiin. Is that a level up? It's a level up. Hell yes. Health, yep. Perks! Perk time, perk time, perk time. So, let's see. Heroic voice. Non-harmful shouts 10% more effective and last longer. That's tempting. Persuasion. Persuasion attempts are 30% easier. Tempting also. Some points in marksmanship relating to short bows wouldn't be so bad. Point blank. 5% more damage against enemies within 30 feet range, 10% more damage against enemies within 20 feet range, and 15% more against 10 feet range. We could in fact just get another point of focus. Which, honestly, I'm going to do. I feel like I should up my range damage, because it gives me more options in combat than just charging in with my sword and board. Why the hell am I down here? I have no good reason to be down here at all. Look, even the Reeklings are dead. Something's been killing the Reeklings. This is a perfect opportunity to be like, okay, right, time to go. This is a bad idea. But no, here I am. I suppose I can blame, oh god! You can blame Nelov for this. He's piqued our curiosity in Bema Ruins. Oh my god, what have I wandered into? Come on, Elemental Fury. Oh, I can't use it. The sword's magic. Fuck, I forgot. Haha. Sunflare, why not? Oh boy. Oh god. And now. Where's the... There you are. Dwemer Spectre Tonal Architect. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Oh, that's it then. That's all she wrote. This is why I need a follower. On second thoughts, thought Claudius. Perhaps this would be a bad idea. It promptly about turned, walked back out into the freezing cold, and continued on his way. What a silly idea, he thought to himself. There was no reason for me to go in there at all. Nothing could possibly be gained. I already have plenty of treasure, both in the form of gold coins and in other trinkets. There's nothing to be found in there. I have a job to do. What am I doing going into strange, dangerous ruins?